Good evening and welcome to MIGHTYOX Trading. Happy Monday evening. How's everybody? I'm running a little bit late. I dozed off and woke up just in time to start the stream. Uh, hey, JJR, how you doing? The price action or yeah, I was kind of thinking about maybe not doing tonight and depending how tonight goes, though, I may call off next week just because I don't know. I think we're going to be slow for the rest of the month. It's funny you should say that because before I decided to take a kind of unplanned nap, uh, I was working on a redesign for those videos. Direct to fund it. Oh, That's a great question. It's not many that have direct funded. Let me look at my list of firms here. Uh, I mean, looking at my list of firms and you remember which ones have direct funded, I would have to say there's Funded Next, there's Perdia, and there's Blue Sky. Unless I'm forgetting one, I mean, now Bolinox. Um, Unless I'm forgetting one, that's the only ones I can think of that have that even have direct funded. Hardly anybody bothers with direct funded anymore. Of all the sales I see that come in, I would say less than 5% are direct funded at this point. Maybe even lower than that. Yeah, I was wondering that myself as I was saying it. I'll be honest. I was recently became an affiliate, and it was a kind of begrudgingly, and I haven't totally looked at everything they offer. So yeah, I mean that's the point. There really isn't much out there anymore. The whole directive funded craze really died. Purdy has recently made changes to their directive funded. Legends had directive funded at one point. They dropped them. That's why I've been surprised to see Bolinox add directive funded. It feels like they were in touch with the market because even Apex, I mean, Apex was going to add directive funded, and I have not heard a single thing about that anymore. I would say, well, you can get that back tonight, but I don't know. I guess price action. But anyway, the discount snapshot videos will be coming back by the end of or by the beginning of the month. As we're doing a relaunch of MIGHTYOX trading overall, we're also going to start doing much more in the way of other non-live content. Blue Sky is legit. You'll be paid. Their owner's an idiot, but yeah, they're legit. I can't promote them, but I used to promote them. Then their owner threatened to take me to that threatened to put their lawyer on me. So there's you know, I like I said, I can't promote them, but yes, they are legit. Hey, Trade Spy. This is the new image I'm working on, or the new slides I'm working on for the discount snapshot. Hold on. There. See it there? So I was working on that earlier until I decided to fall asleep. Pull back here, back down. That was actually an entry for me, and I didn't grab it. I mean, I got, you know, it's got a little burned out a little bit. Plus, I was trying to focus on my trading, and those videos are a little bit hard to do with all the prop firms we follow now, and the fact that these firms, you know, they change their sales so often, it's so hard to keep up with. I mean, yes and no, I agree. But in the same token, I mean, you don't want to, you don't, I mean, it's, you don't want to withdraw too much anyway and end up blowing the account you're building. You know, you should always be wanting to build the account to a certain level. So, I mean, I'm not against having a buffer and then, you know, and then having to get above that buffer. That protects both the firm and it protects the trader from constantly churning accounts and having to restart over. So, you know, I got no problem with getting up to a certain level because then after that, now of course the issue is at what point do they put you live? Because if you're just gonna, you know, work to get above buffer and, you know, and then after two payouts or whatever, you're put live and having to start over, or I don't know what their live parameters are, and I talked about that in the video, that they need all these firms need, set parameters of where live it, what the target for live is. So on that note, I totally agree about having, it sucks to have to build up the account when you don't know at what point they're going to push you to a live account. CNQ bouncing here on the 9, on the 5, or actually I bounced on the 15's 9, not the 5's 9, but close enough. And yeah, I mean, as I also said in the video, I'm not a fan of the whole fast track or direct to funding. Just because the evals are, you know, 1 day pass, you know, much cheaper. So, I even if you take 3 days to pass, I think it's just better to save the money. But that's just me. Hey Hassan, how you doing? Oh, gold rising. I see, man, gold rising. Nice pop here. As we're about 5 minutes away from Tokyo. All right. I hope that continues to go for you. Hey, Mogamit. That's okay. I was actually late too. I ended up dozing off and waking up like 1 minute after the stream was supposed to start. Yeah, Bowen and Ox's new accounts. I did a video on it. It's up on the channel. They have a straight to funded account that they call Fast Track, and they have a no activation fee account now. Yeah, it looks pretty competitive overall in the pricing. Yeah, Bonox waking up from their slumber. The other big change with them is that they're all their evals are now 30 days, just like Apex. You either got to pass in 30 days or it expires. Which I'm not a real big fan of, honestly. Well, it's different codes for different products. For the regular legacy, 89% off their intraday legacy account, it's MOT. For these new accounts, the code is MOT1. Bouncing here as Asia opens. I believe a wise man once said, "Green is green." We'll pull him back as is Kappa. What? Keep trying to figure out where it wants to go, and it's probably nowhere fast because Funded Future's family is run by a racist. I mean, the guy that originally started it got nailed for using racist words against Asians and saying other stupid stuff, and then he punched a monitor on a live stream. Ended up claiming to sell it to his partner. Eddie, get off my desk. Come on. Ugh. The partner then left within like 3 weeks and sold it to the original guy's father, who claims that his son has nothing to do with the firm, and I think that's absolutely bullcrap. So, yeah, I don't want to do business with them. it's still the same owner as far as I'm aware. You know, the supposedly the father. Trading with Travis. Long time no see, my friend. How are you? Granted, I admit that I haven't been on, haven't come into your stream in a long time either. Uh, but I don't really go to other content lately. Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. How's everything going? How's your trading? Hey, David. You haven't heard about what's going on with CFT, Travis? Oh, okay. I never. Someone got me on that this morning. I wasn't sure if they knew or not. And yeah, I mean, at this point, I mean, I, I wish I knew. I miss my old friend, but at this point, I don't know. He hated that I once said that he has demons, but he has demons, and he's letting them win. And part of that is alcohol fueled, I believe. But I hope I hope one day he wakes up and realizes. Not that I could ever have. I mean, I put a message on my Discord for him because he's in there with an alt, or he was, because he knew what was being said in there. And I left a message for him that said that I never closed the door on a friendship, even if it's being slammed in my face. And that if he ever, decides he wants to talk or whatever, I'll be there for him. He's too toxic and would have to do a major apology tour to ever be welcomed back to the community. But, I would still welcome him to be a friend if he ever, comes out of whatever this is. It's sad. We're kind of bobbing here in AQ at right below 30,100. It's gotten a lot better, Travis. Still a little bit of a struggle. I've stopped the 1 minute scalping. I'm now using a 5 and 15, and that's made things better. And I got 3 dozen funded accounts. I just need to get them to pay out. I Magamet, I agree, and I'm gonna be honest, but I don't know anything. I don't really follow FFN, but yes, that's really cheap. When it's that cheap, you got to ask yourself how sustainable that is. Going that cheap with no activation fee could end up hurting them badly unless they have some sort of major safeguards in place. You got to remember that the cheaper something goes, the more risk there is to the firms, and if they don't have a way to mitigate that risk, they can get underwater fast. That's basically what happened with Fast Track. Besides Fast Track, misusing their funds, but they were selling their accounts way too cheap. and ended up, getting underwater. So just remember, when you see something extremely cheap, you got to ask yourself, what's the business sense in that? What is their, how much of that can they withstand? Especially if a run of successful traders take that deal and then start getting a bunch of sim payouts. I don't know how quickly they transfer people to live and all that. Yeah, and I mean, scalping's exhausting, and it's just like I finally realized, Travis, that the way my brain, and this has been, this is true in life, just in general with decisions. I want to like mull over decisions. I'm not good at making a decision right on the fly, so my brain just oftentimes would not process fast enough for me to take the trades I should be taking. So I was either jumping in late or missing the trade or making a bad decision into, entering a trade based on, less information than I should have been processing. Where the 5 and the 15 give me more time to process. I still show the 1 minute chart because I figure people on the stream, if they're watching the chart, they want to see the more, the more minute, action and what's happening. So I keep the 1 minute up on the stream, but I'm looking at it's not. I don't look the chart that's up on the stream. Isn't the charts I'm even looking at. Feel like this still wants to trickle up, but yet I don't know. We're kind of stuck in this range here, right below 30,100 still. Gold's giving me a signal. Still a minute to go in this 5 minute. I'll probably grab that here in a moment if it finishes this way here in the next minute or so. Said not to take that gold. I didn't like the way it finished above the 9, looking like it wants to bounce off the 9. So we'll wait. See what happens. I mean, obviously I could be wrong.
Hey everyone! It's time to gore the like button.
Thank you, Mohammed. The like just is for the algorithm. YouTube pays on uh, ads watched or things like that. You know, like if you see it, like if you see an ad. But right now, I'm not monetized. Well, I'm monetized, but that entrance video that I do actually has content that's not allowing my streams to be monetized anyway. So, you know, it just, I just want, it just helps feed the algorithm. So maybe it'll show it to more people. Excellent, JJR. Good grinding. No, like I said, right now, until I get the music changed on that intro, it wouldn't matter. Never, I said I thought this one I thought it wanted to go up, and here it's going. I mean, honestly, you know, I never monetize, or you know, I never put ads on the non-live content. I did, you know, put it on the uh, the live streams, but I mean, even before all this, I was making like $30 a month from it. It was not a huge source of income. I just need to get the guy that created the intro video to replace the music, because the intro is pretty badass. If you haven't ever seen it, I'm one of the shyest people you ever met. So, yeah, I never thought I would live stream. It moves, but there's still major gaps in the whole. Uh, you know, uh, it's not a viable thing to trade, in my opinion, at this point. This is NKD, Hassan. As soon as I get it here, and he stops bugging me. See, this is a 5-minute chart. Look at that. Look at that gap between those two candles. Closes at 68,745 and opens at 68,820. That's a 15 tick gap. I mean, this would have been a great move. I mean, beautiful move to catch on the way down, but I mean, could I survive on streaming alone? No. Like I say, streaming itself is $30 a month. Now my affiliate income, yes, that's a substantial income. honestly, for streaming income to be substantial, you really, like I said, I mean, I was making about $30 a month, getting 100 to 200 views a day on my live streams, and then another 100 200 views a day on my non-live content. You end up needing a few thousand views a day to make anything substantial on YouTube. And they just made it harder to get monetized on YouTube. That the new parameters start next year. Thank you, Mogamet. Glad I did not take the short on gold, as that just popped huge. A little over 5 years. MIGHTYOX trading 5th anniversary is coming up on September 2nd. Yeah, I don't mind your questions. Yeah, we might be able to do that. Mogamet, still working on that whole profitability thing. Hey, it is. We've been here for an hour, and I have not taken a single trade. And honestly, I don't feel like I've missed. Probably missed one opportunity. Sure, interesting. Yes, had an opportunity I missed. Would have been a whole ace special of 2 points. Yeah, the only trade that I based on my system that I probably should have grabbed was this one right here. This is the 5 minute chart. We had a bell set up here. We had this floating candle non shaded area. It's been a good 10 point trade, and that is the only thing I really see. I mean this one right here, but look at that ill wick. So I don't know. There's really. Uh, It really does make me. I mean, I guess the conversation right now is good, and I get to connect with a few people that I don't normally see in morning streams. Or else I might cancel the next two live streams this month, but we'll do them probably. Depend. I mean, I almost overslept for this one, so. He just got back to break even. Just trying to pop up here for you. Nice big old 8 point candle here in the 1 minute. Trying to move up. Slow grind. Did you get out, JJR? Or are you still trying to ride it? Oh, there we go. Cool. Excellent. Me, I mainly trade NQ, but I also watch gold, copper, and ES. Well, I should say MNQ, but still trying to rise up here on NQ. Hey, Mr. G. How's your Monday been? Very hot, G. Nice, G. I struggled this morning. Oh, there's a quick move down. Wow. And when I say wow, I mean all 6 points. Sounds like you had a good start to the week. Oh, yeah, probably. Yeah. We've been getting a lot of rain up here, but I mean, just north of us was getting like way more, and then Indiana had historic floods. Ooh, yeah, I can imagine. At least you haven't had any hurricanes, G. Probably shouldn't have said that, but alien invasion, maybe. Oh yeah, I know, G. I know. The peak is coming up in a few weeks. But I mean, supposedly El Nino could makes it that hurricanes have trouble forming. I don't know if that's true or not. I might like this gold move down here. Here's gold setting up for a possible move. I realized I was looking at the 15-minute chart on gold. But anyway, let me find gold. Where's my gold chart? Where is my gold chart? There it is. There she be. Nice. Gee, nice.
Order filled.
Bad feeling that there's like a 4-tick spread on gold right now, so I took like a 4-tick slippage on that entry. I'm entered in at 44.85.9. Uh, Technically, I have a top step that's over the buffer, but I'll get there. I think sometime next month I'll have a payout. I'll take it a little bit slower this month just because I switched from scalping the 1 minute to using the 5 and the 15. So no, I meant I went from scalping the 1 minute to using the 5 and the 15. Yeah, I said that weird, but no, I'm not scalping the 5 and the 15. I'm saying I totally switched up my method from scalping to going for longer trades. Yeah, I saw that, G. 1 million, yeah. Just absolutely like outright bribery almost, it seems like. Well, what did that ship have on it that they could add $1 million to the cost of, and not flinch? Now it makes sense. Gold's going to try and bounce on me here, unfortunately. Uh, my high school years were in the early '90s. I mean, I went to a small school, so I didn't really see much in the way of drugs. Um, I mean, I assume that the popularity of drugs in the '80s and early '90s was cocaine. So, but I mean, probably just weed, really. But I was never in with that crowd. And Q rising, I see. And Q rising, I see. Profits on the way. And now it's legal here. Oh, that reminds me, I got to fill out my card to vote by mail. And Q pulling back, got up to 121, so it's pulled back 10 points here. Gold still playing with my emotions. Top of the hour coming up in less than 5 minutes. Look at NQ dropping there. Back down to that 30,100. Gold trying to bounce up. Ooh, that's a little dicey. don't know if I want to hold this gold trade through the opening of Singapore here. Metals are often do weird things at this on that open. Copper just popped. Looks like gold's popping here as well right before. Dang it. Yeah.
Stop filled.
Yeah, it stopped me out anyway with a big burst up. Dang it. Gold stopped me out. Now trying to dump down. And Q trying to bounce off the 9 on the 15. Anybody else taking any trades this evening? Oh wow. Okay, all right. Well, that really brings new meaning to green is green, I guess. Have yourself a good night, JJR. We'll see you in the morning. Copper falling pretty hard here. I should have taken the short on copper. Empty. Like empty? Oh. I pity the fool. I don't think we could afford all the pineapple-shaped gold chains. Yes, it would. Last year, I sent him a T-shirt with something with pineapple, and I forget what it was. And I also sent him an emotional support pineapple. Yeah, this price action just absolutely sucks. Yes, it is. Although my Thunder Futures is probably a number one, you know, pretty much close to one another. I'm assuming they use Tradeovate, which would be who Tradeify uses as well. I think. Hey, Jay. I do not have a video of my strategy. I always felt like before putting that up, I needed to be doing regular payouts. It felt weird giving my strategy without being, totally successful with it. Nice pop up here on NQ. Well, Legends uses GFF because Legends owns GFF. I'm an affiliate of Next Gen. Well, that kind of sucks that if I can't use Ninja Trader with Gauntlet. Can you use Ninja Trader at GFF? It would suck if I couldn't use Ninja on a live account. I was right about gold coming down. It just decided to pop up first. Now this would have been a great trade if I had stayed, had got stopped out. NQ coming down hard here. So wow, look at that move down on NQ. Look at this. This is what happened to me on gold. Took this purple candle, got stopped out, then it comes down. Now it shot back up, but then down, and look at that beautiful move. So we're finally getting some decent price action here, but wow, we're down to 18 points on this 5-minute candle. About 10 more minutes. So at least I didn't get many trades in tonight. Couple that I tried, I failed at, and then they ended up working. But at least I had some good conversation. Hassan, what's up? No, I'm not that big of a fan of tomatoes. I can eat a slice here and there, but I mean it's a cheap meal. Cheap with a P. Hey, Crypticon, how are you? Oh, whoosh. Wow, that might have been the biggest candle of the night. So the big down move and a quick bounce. So let me see if there's news on it or if it's just odd price action. So we're pressing a button or something. Don't see anything popping yet. I'll keep the news up here to see if anything pops. Gold's bouncing a little bit. Nice job, Crypt. Excuse me. Sorry. You made it sound like I was hacking up a lung. Alrighty, folks. We have reached the end of our time together tonight. I'll be back in 10.5 hours. I hope you all have a great evening. And we'll see you then. Misers.